Hey, how's it going, everybody? So what I want to talk to you about today is my Honda HRX217 that I purchased from Home Depot, reconditioned. So whenever I was shopping for a mower a couple years ago, I really wanted the Honda HRX217. Now, as we all know, these can kind of fetch a pretty good price tag, and so I was kind of saving up a little bit, but I came across one that was at Home Depot, and it was on that section in the lawn and gardening section that has, it's the used, well, reconditioned area, and they actually had one of these mowers sitting there, and I don't see hardly any wear and tear at all on this thing. Pulled the dipstick, it still had oil in it, and it looked clean. Everything else was clean all over it, and there was a little bit of grass built up in this catcher here. And so, I'm sitting there thinking about it, and they have it marked at 550 bucks. So it's a little over 200 off. And so I'm kind of, trying to decide what I want to do, and my wife's like, well, is this the one you wanted? And I was like, yeah, it's the one I wanted. And so she calls over a manager, because she's the go-getter. And she was like, sir, what exactly does reconditioned mean for this mower? And the explanation that he gave to us was either this mower was just brought back, used within the 30-day return policy, or there was something wrong with it. They send it back to a manufacturer. The manufacturer builds it back up to specs, to speeds, whatever they've got to do, and then they'll send it back to Home Depot. Since they can't sell it as a new mower, they have to mark it reconditioned and sell it as a used mower. But everything should be in mechanically sound order as specified by the manufacturer. So with that explanation, I was like, you know what, let's pull the trigger on this thing. So 550 bucks, and it came with the grass catcher and everything. Well, we get up to the register, and my wife says, ask them for more money off. And I was like, I don't think you can haggle with a big box store like that. But I was like, I'll give it a shot. Worst they can say is no. And so I get up there, and I was like, man, I'm buying this mower, 550 bucks, and it doesn't have the manual with it. So I was wondering if I can get a little bit more off, since it's not including everything. And this lady punches in the computer, and she goes, the lowest they have it that I can sell this to you is $500. And I said, wrap it up. So I paid $500 plus tax for this mower with a reconditioned badge on it from Home Depot, and I've had it for about a year and a half now. And I tell you what, it works perfectly. But I really think somebody brought it back to Home Depot, because if you don't have a big or straight lawn that doesn't require a lot of turning, then this is a really good mower. But if you have the type of lawn that requires a lot of curves, a lot of turning in it, then those levers up there can get to be a little bit of a handful with the clutch and the self-propel. And so I kind of wonder if somebody did not like that part of the mower and went for more of like that push pad for your walking pace. So that's just kind of my theory on it, but it's a workhorse for me, and I love it. So if you're thinking about buying anything reconditioned from Home Depot, just know, hey, it's either been returned by somebody who doesn't like it and they can't sell it as new, or they had to send it back to a manufacturer. The previous person may have bought something else, but once it's sent back to them, they have to mark it reconditioned, and then they sell it at a discounted price. However, I still had a 30-day return policy on this thing per my receipt. So I had nothing to lose. Bring it home, mow with it. It's already been mowed with once. And if I didn't like it, I could easily just load it back up and bring it back. So if you see anything that you're thinking about purchasing that's reconditioned, especially at Home Depot, that's the only place I've used it, or I've done this specific thing at, I would suggest pull the trigger on it and give it a shot. Anyway, Guys, thanks for stopping by and checking this out. Have a good one.